Here's how you can track and log your medications and vitamins inside of the health app of your iPhone and on Apple Watch, and how to watch for harmful drug interactions. Welcome everybody to Apple Insider. It is Andrew here, and you can find me on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe and enable those notifications so you don't miss a single video. I am so excited about this one because now with iOS 16, you're finally able to fully track and log all of your medications and vitamins inside of the health app on your iPhone and do the tracking and get reminders through your Apple Watch as well. It's super cool, works amazingly well, and I love how Apple is now able to provide helpful alerts on drug interactions, whether it's things like alcohol or marijuana that you may consume on a regular basis, or between two different medications that you could be taking at the same time and not even realize that there is a problem with it. All this is brand new and will be launching this fall as part of iOS 16. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I use this daily with my iPhone and Apple Watch. The new medication tracking is found inside of the Health app. So I'm going to go ahead and open the Health app, and under Browse, I can head to Medications. There's this little Setup Medications panel that lets you know how you can set up a medication and what you can do with it. And then there is more information about tracking your medications, these little articles that Apple does inside of the Health app. I'm going to hit Add Medication, and I can search for this. So I can start typing in omeprazole, but turns out there's a lot of different ones. Aspirin, omeprazole, and I may not be sure. So instead, I can cancel and add a medication again, but this time use the camera. Now, it's going to rely on that camera to actually scan the label of the medication. So if I hold it right there in frame, just like that, it was able to detect that it is omeprazole, and it gives me a few different options for how much is in that capsule, 10, 20, or 40 mgs, milligrams. So it is the 40, I can see it right there on the label. Done. Now it asks me how often am I taking this medication. So for me, it's every day, and I can add a time. Just for this video, let's go ahead and say 2:55 p.m., though I usually do it in the mornings. Now go ahead and hit next. Now I can actually choose the pill type. There's all these different options for pills, everything from vials and syringes to drops, powders, creams, all sorts of things. This happens to be a pill, as you can see here, just a normal little brown looking pill. So I can choose that as the shape, hit next, and I can give it a color. Sometimes they do like multiple colors of a pill. These both happen to be that kind of brown looking color. So I can choose that. I can add any notes I need to, and then hit done. Now it's added my medication, omeprazole, to the list, and it'll prompt me to take it every day at 2:55. I can look at this medication, see more information on it when it was taken. I can export this as a PDF if I want to share it with anyone, and I can monitor for these drug interactions. Let's go ahead and sleep my phone and wait till 2:55 to happen. If I could just interrupt myself for one moment, I have to thank our sponsor for this video, Jamf. Jamf is the de facto standard in Apple mobile device management, and it's trusted by more than 62,000 businesses, schools, and hospitals. Apple's exceptional hardware is only half of the equation. How you secure, manage, and empower your users with that technology is the other half, and Jamf makes that happen. Jamf has the ability to scale to any business, whether you've got just a handful of iPhones or iPads or tens of thousands of iPhones, iPads, Macs, or Apple TVs, Jamf can be your solution. Jamf is ready to scale to any size business, whether you've got a handful of iPads or you have tens of thousands of iPhones, iPads, Macs, and Apple TVs. Jamf can be the solution. Recently, it introduced App Installers, which is an automated way for IT teams to update third-party Mac apps when a new version is released. Jamf automatically sources, packages, and deploys the new versions, ensuring users have the latest features and security patches. On a personal note, I've actually had the opportunity to sit down with several organizations that have rolled out Jamf MDM solutions in their businesses, and they have always spoken extremely highly of Jamf software and credited it with making all of their goals a reality. You can get started today and start your free trial by following the link that is down in the description or by heading to jamf.com. Thank you again very much to Jamf for sponsoring this video. So look, it is 2:55 and my medication alert came in. It's reminding me to take my omeprazole, and even through a haptic touch, I can log it as taken, mark as skipped, or remind me in 10 minutes right here from the lock screen. But I also can do this straight from my Apple Watch. Let's go ahead and take a look at how the Apple Watch works as well. So here I am on my Apple Watch, and I did just get a notification right there, a medications reminder. I can go ahead and tap on that, and my one for 2:55. I can mark this as taken or log as skipped or remind me in 10 minutes, just like on my iPhone. In this case, I am going to log my omeprazole as taken. Go ahead and clear that notification. Now if we go back, I can hop here and go to the new medications app right there on my Apple Watch. This shows me all my medications that I take. Again, omeprazole, I can see it. I can see that I've marked it already, that I took it today, and I can see any other medications that are on my list and my history right from this handy wrist-based app. Let's move back to the iPhone. So here I am inside of the Health app where you can see I've been logging in my medication. I can see the days on the top that I've skipped it, so it looks like I forgot to take it there on Tuesday, but Wednesday and Thursday were all good. It's giving me the option to log my omeprazole for the day. I can tap on that plus button, say I skipped it or I took it. If I have multiple medications, I can mark all of them as taken. I'm going to go ahead and put a pin in this for just right now. Below, I can see the actual medications that I've added to my list of medications. I can edit this list to remove or reorder any medications that I have in there. I can add a medication quickly. I can export my list as a PDF if I want to share it with a health professional, and any possible drug interactions will be found here. Just to see how the different drug interactions can show, let's go ahead and add another medication to the list. I do not currently take this, but let's go and how about something like OxyContin. So we'll go ahead and add this. We'll say every day. You can pick a time. Perfect, done. Don't know any of that, so we'll just add that for now. But I have this added to my list. Now, if I look down here in drug interactions, there's one serious drug interaction that I should be aware of. It looks like OxyContin and alcohol do not mix. So I really need to know that. It's not critical, but it is very serious. And I can learn more information by tapping into that. And it gives me warnings about why I should not be doing that. If we go back, I can edit these interaction factors and add in marijuana or tobacco if I regularly consume those and I don't see any other amount of interactions here that I need to worry about, but I can turn those off if I need to, and it'll alert me if there is anything else I need to worry about. Fortunately, we can go ahead and archive this from the list. Anything that's been archived, I can go to Archive Medications. I can swipe and unarchive it and add it back to my list of current medications. Go ahead and remove this. And if you ever need to, go to those Archive Medications. I can scroll to the bottom and hit Delete Medication and remove it permanently, including the history from the list. Just to show a few other options, when I'm adding this medication here, you can see there are multiple different types. So a tablet, time release, injectable, extended release, all of that. So I can go ahead and hit next. I can choose my strength because the common one, there are pre-chosen options for it. Let me go ahead and add this. And I'm going to skip what the pill looks like because we're adding this for fun. And here, I want to see another interaction. So I can't pronounce these, digoxin, and verapamil. And if I look under drug interactions, I now have new options. So both those medications do not go well together, and there's also a problem with those two. So I can see between how these different medications, not just alcohol, marijuana, or tobacco. And if I tap into this, I can see the medications I'm taking and what those interactions could be and why it should be a concern. So what do you guys think? I think this is just a natural feature for Apple to add. Apple already had so much information added to the Health app, and it only makes sense there was more explicit controls for tracking medications. You could already add medications and vaccines, immunizations, all of that to the Health app, but now it's just more verbose. And the fact that it can alert you of these interactions as you are tracking them is wonderful, and it's so easy to share them with family members who are trying to check up on you or with your doctor. This is all great news for Apple users, and I'm excited for you guys all to try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think down below in the comments or on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. And stay tuned, I have a lot more videos covering iOS 16 and Apple Watch coming along very soon.